My boss raped me to keep my job. Years later, I helped lock him up for harassing 6 other victims. I was 23 when it happened. 23 and desperate in the way only someone who's been desperate can understand. Not the kind of desperation that makes you skip a latte or sell your designer bag. The kind that makes you count pennies for ramen, that makes you take 2 buses to work because your car died months ago and you can't afford to fix it. That makes you cry in the bathroom at 2 a.m. because your daughter has a fever and you don't have health insurance. I was a single mother. Emma was 4. Her father left when I was pregnant, and my own parents, well, they made it clear that having a baby out of wedlock meant I'd made my bed. I was on my own. The job at Miller and Associates wasn't much. I was a receptionist at a mid-sized accounting firm, the kind of place with fluorescent lights that hummed too loud and carpets that hadn't been replaced since the 90s. But it paid $12.50 an hour, and they said there was room to grow. I needed room to grow. I needed stability. I needed that job like I needed air. David Miller owned the firm. He was 52, married, respected in our small town. People spoke well of him. He sponsored the Little League team. His wife volunteered at the food bank where I sometimes had to go when things got really tight. He started small. A hand on my shoulder that lingered. Comments about my appearance. You look tired, sweetheart. Rough night, with a smile that made my skin crawl. I told myself I was overreacting. I told myself it was just his generation, just his way. I told myself a lot of things because I couldn't afford to tell myself the truth. 3 months in, he called me into his office on a Friday evening. Everyone else had gone home. Emma was with my neighbor, Mrs. Chun, who watched her for free because she knew I was struggling. David said he needed to discuss my performance review. I sat in the chair across from his desk, my resume in my mind, already thinking about where else I could apply if this went badly. He came around the desk, stood too close, put his hand on my shoulder again, and this time it slid down. You're doing good work, he said. I'd hate to lose you. I froze. Every muscle in my body turned to stone. But you know, the economy's tough. We've had to make cuts. I've been protecting your position. His other hand was on my waist now. I take care of the people who take care of me. I should have screamed. I should have run. I should have done 1,000 things I didn't do. But all I could think about was Emma. About the eviction notice I'd gotten last month. About the fact that I'd been late 3 times because the bus broke down and he'd already warned me. About the fact that I had $73 in my bank account and rent was due in 6 days. I stood there, frozen, while David Miller took what he wanted.